What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. Listen, today has been a very busy day for me. I literally just walked in the door and I was getting ready to go on Patreon and I saw this and I couldn't believe it. Okay? So, as y'all know earlier, Denise was granted a temporary restraining order against her husband, Aaron Phypers, and she accused him of abusing her physically and emotionally. Okay? This fool goes and give a statement to TMZ. This fool goes to TMZ and give a statement, and he's denying the allegations.
Can you believe this? Damn it, shit!
I can't believe that he is denying this. And the thing is, the thing that you're denying it, you can't even explain away the picture. And this is why I always say, if a man put his hands on you, or if a woman put his hands on you, leave and go tell then, because nowadays you can have a picture showing that he did it, and in Cassie's case, you can have a video, right? In Cassie's case, you can have a video of somebody you trying to leave a freak off, and they'll tell you that you still wanted it, right? So here we go. Let me go ahead and read it from TMZ. This may not be a long video because I got to go back. I got to get ready to go on Patreon. Okay. So it says, Denise Richards asks, I was never physically or emotionally abusive. Okay. Denise Richards' estranged husband is firing off about the alleged abuse of which she's accusing him, denying all wrongdoing in an emphatic response. Aaron Phypers released a statement to TMZ on Thursday claiming that he never physically or emotionally abused Denise, or anyone else for that matter. He calls the accusation against Denise false and deeply hurtful. While Phypers admits that he and Richards had their share of challenges, he says that it never involved abuse, and he always approached his marriage with love, patience, and respect. As you know, Aaron filed to divorce Denise earlier this month, citing the boilerplate irreconcilable differences. The two married in 2018, and Aaron seeking spousal support from his estranged wife. Richards filed for and received a temporary domestic violence restraining order against Phypers Wednesday, making reference to several alleged incidents of violence and claiming that he even threatened to kill her. Richards claims throughout our relationship, Aaron would frequently violently choke me, violently squeeze my head with both hands, tightly squeeze my arms, violently slap me in my face and head, aggressively slam my head into the bathroom towel rack, and more. She also shared photos of a black eye she alleges Aaron caused in 2022, when she says that he became paranoid about listening devices in the plants that he bought. Okay? In the listening plants that he bought before striking her in the eye with his palm. Richards alleges the abuse continued through the beginning of this month, citing an incident where she says she threatened to call the police and he told her, I would like to see the cops take me away. I will blow everything up if they try. Richards was previously married to Charlie Sheen as Phypers finalized his divorce with actress Nicole Sheridan the same year he and Denise tied the knot. I wonder what Sheridan has to say about this. I wonder what Nicolette Sheridan has to say about this. Okay? You want us to believe that you haven't put your hands on this girl?
Nigga, please.
I remember an episode, and I've seen it. I wish I could play it. I remember an episode. I've seen it on Twitter right before I came over here, and I would show it, but you know how Bravo get when you show Bravo content. They kind of like strike your channel a little bit. But I remember a scene, and when I was doing my video earlier, it had just popped up to me. They were at Kyle's house, and I believe it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same episode as the party that they had where they was talking about sex in front of the children. It was a party after that, because this party was at Kyle's house. Remember the episode when they was talking about the children? That was actually at Denise's house because her children was there at another table. But they had invited, Kyle had something at her house where Denise and Aaron was there, and they got upset, and Aaron was holding her hand show a picture of it from the video if you can't. Okay, let me show the picture. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Okay, shout out to By Wig Hello Drama. Okay, here is the scene. Okay, look at that. Child, look at that yak hair. Bitch got yak hair. Okay, but this is at Kyle's house, and they was getting up for something. I believe they was discussing it, and Kyle wasn't taking accountability, and he was upset, and they was trying to leave. And she was trying to calm him down, and she was trying to get him to not say stuff on camera. And she was like, don't say anything. The cameras are watching. And all she was doing was trying to calm him down. And he was like, "Don't talk to me like that. I will break your fucking hand." I remember him saying that. I remember him saying that to her. But for some reason, this was so long ago, I remember him saying that to her, and it had been so long ago, I don't remember. I definitely wasn't doing YouTube videos at the time. Well, let me think. I probably was on Sherelle's World at the time, but I don't remember us talking about it. And that, like, is she going through a domestic violence relationship? I don't remember us even covering that. But I know that if I was talking about it by myself, I would have definitely, girl. What I am the person who say, if a nigga yell at you, baby, it's time to go. That's me. That's me. But I don't think that I probably had my phone in my hand or something. I could have had my phone in my hand. But this is why she didn't want the girls to talk about what happened between her and Brandy. Because she also said, let me go ahead and read the first thing, what she filed. Well, how they reported on what she said earlier. Because despite what people say, a lot of men are not into a lot of men see it as cheating when their wives are involved with other women. And that's why she was saying bravo, bravo, fucking bravo. She wanted them to stop talking about it because we didn't know what her home life was like. I feel so bad for her. Because if I'm remembering correctly, y'all let me know in the chat. Wasn't he some type of martial artist or some type of like defensive? That was his job was, right? He was like some type of defense man. He showed like karate and some type of combat fighter or something like that, right? Why Garcelle got to catch a stray? Did Garcelle catch a stray? She didn't catch no stray. I just saw that long yak hair in her head. Okay? Let's get back to Denise, though. It says, Denise Richards, my husband, threatened to kill me. Temporary restraining order granted. Aaron Phypers responds. Okay? So they got the update, but earlier, Denise Richards has been granted a temporary domestic violence restraining order against her estranged husband, Aaron Phypers, after accusing him of physical and verbal abuse with gnarly photos showing her bruised up face as evidence. And Denise, baby. Girl. Because this stuff should have been before he went to the courthouse. You should have done all of this before he went to the courthouse and filed first. Luckily, you got the pictures. But he could say he didn't do it. In court documents filed Wednesday and obtained by TMZ, the actress and reality star alleges several instances of violence against her at the hands of her estranged husband, and even says he threatened to unalive her, and himself if she was report him to the police. Girl. Setting the scene of what she allegedly went through, Denise writes, throughout our relationship, Aaron would frequently violently choke me, violently squeeze my head with both hands, violently squeeze my arms, violently slap me in my face and head, aggressively slam my head into the bathroom towel rack, and more. You know what's taking me out is the violently. Baby, the choke is already violent enough, Violently squeeze my head. Violently squeeze my head, that gotta be a typo. She must mean hand. We heard him say trying to squeeze her hand before he said he'll break her hand before. I remember her, and all she was trying to do was calm him down. Girl, please. The Real Housewives alum says Aaron severely bruised her eye in an alleged attack from 2022. Denise claims that she and Aaron was at his workplace in Malibu when he became paranoid. The potted plants he bought in contained listening devices. Ain't this some crazy shit? Ain't this some crazy shit? Denise claims that she and Aaron was at his workplace in Malibu where he became paranoid. The potted plants that he bought. Nigga, you bought these plants in here. And you gonna come in here putting your hands on me? Oh, let's do the dirty laundry, girl. Meanwhile, this nigga putting his hands on me. She alleges he then struck her in the eye with the heel of his palm, calling her a fucking bitch. Girl. Yes, that's love. It gotta be the drugs, girl. I don't, girl, no. It's drugs involved. You know it, next day air. You know drugs is involved. Yes, Trey, he's trash. But he would have been some very trash. She also provides red carpet photos from the following year that shows bruises on her arms. She alleges that the bruises came from her husband when she forgot to cover them up. In one instance, she feared for her life. Denise claims Aaron got violent with her after she suggested he not go on a work trip with her. She writes, Aaron grabbed me by the back of my head, by my hair, and slammed me into the ground and screamed, "You are not canceling my flight. I am going with you, and I do not trust you." That's because of what she was doing over there doing with Denise. Pills? I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. I would have helped him with some pills. He would have been up. He would have been in the upper room. I knew that motherfucker was crazy when he was talking about people were after him. I remember that, Laura B. Leak his nudes, baby. The boy is in hell, Richie. Baby, please, girl, so he can hit you upside the head with the nudes, girl. No. In instances happening as recently as July, the Denise Richards and her Wild Things star claims Aaron stormed into her office townhouse and screamed at her to hand over her phone. When she refused, she claimed he aggressively marched towards me, squeezed my arm extremely tight and aggressively, and made his demand once more. When she threatened to call 911, she alleges he warned, "I would like to see the cops take me away. I will blow everything up if they try." By the way, the alleged incident, which she claims also included Aaron calling her a cunt whore, started on July 4th and continued until July 5th. That's notable because in the divorce petition, Aaron listed July 4th as the date of separation. Adding to her fear, Denise tells the court that her ex is in possession of at least 8 unregistered guns. The example goes on, but you get the idea. The restraining order will last through August 8th when the pair are due in court. He has been ordered to stay 100 yards away from Denise, her home, her place of work, and vehicle. 100 yards and he threatening to do it to himself? Only 100 yards when he's threatening to unalive himself? And it's the audacity for me, though. It's really the audacity for me because you knew, and this is the thing. Denise probably wasn't gonna even say nothing about the man abusing her if he just would have went down there and filed for divorce. Cause she had been over there suffering in silence, right? She probably was. This is the same thing with Tory Lanez. You couldn't just take your ass down to the courthouse and divorce me, right? You just can go down there and divorce me. You want spousal support too.
See, that's a dirty ass bitch right there.
See, you want spousal support too. So she said, "Oh, you trying to take my money? Let me show what you," because she didn't file for divorce, he did. But she said, "Oh, he wants spousal support. Let me gut punch that ass and show what you really been doing over here in this marriage." Because she was gonna try to hold it down. I'll never understand it. But see, that's what Megan was getting ready to do with Tory. I ain't gonna say nothing. You shot me. I'm gonna take it on the chin. I ain't gonna say nothing. Oh, but you going around telling people that I was jealous of Kylie, that you was over there with Kylie. Okay, so let me go ahead and tell them what really happened. That you know what I'm saying? Girl, please. I heard there's no prenup. Girl. and he ain't no earning, and she's still putting up with the bullshit. He ain't no earning, and she's still putting up with the bullshit, right? Free Aaron. Oh, Jerry, I'll stop. You mean Ralph in the basement? Does Denise even have it like that for spousal support? Kimmy Faye, he got more than her. He know what it was. Let me show you what he was over there saying before we go, because I got to get on Patreon because we got to go talk about Lil Mimi, baby. We got to go talk about Musty Mimi. But I ain't mad at Musty Mimi. Okay. Let me see. Okay, hold on. The kids witnessed the abuse. I'm sure, Slim, girl, you know if the mama was walking around around there with an eye like that, they seen it. Them kids ain't no fool. Them kids ain't no fool. You if they mama was walking around with an eye like that, they seen that they mama had a black eye. There is no way that I could have been in my mother's presence and she had been wearing glasses or shades around me and I not take off the her shades. No, Musty Mimi, Lil Meech, Kayla B, Lil Meech, Big Meech son, Lil Meech. You know they say he was Musty Mimi, Musty Mimi, Lil Meech. Okay, so it says Denise Richards' husband files for divorce. Okay, Denise Richards and her husband Aaron Phypers are getting a divorce. TMZ has learned, according to court documents obtained by TMZ. Aaron filed for divorce on Monday in Los Angeles. He lists the usual irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split and says the date of separation is July 4th. Okay, so he filed July 7th, which was a Thursday. The courthouses and stuff was closed. He waited until Monday morning. The now former couple have been married for over 6 years. They share no minor children together. According to the documents, Aaron is seeking spousal support from Denise. He estimates that she grosses over $250,000 a month from OnlyFans. I forgot y'all rich though. So y'all gonna say $250,000 a month ain't no money. I forgot y'all rich. All of y'all in the chat, y'all like Funky Dineva. $250,000. I don't need that. I don't need the money. Oh, Jesus, I love it. Okay. He estimates that Denise is grossing over $250,000 a month from OnlyFans, TV, brand deals, and appearances, and he says that he has no income. Girl, how the nigga hit you in the face at work if he ain't got no income? What was he doing for work? Okay. Aaron filing gives a peek into the estranged couple's spending habits. He estimates that on average they spend about $105,000 a month, including $20,000 on clothes, $18,000 on rent, $15K on eating out, $15K on entertainment, $10K on groceries, $8K on utilities, and he says that Denise has been footing the bill. Maybe she said because it was big. Louis T, you know, I've never been had, but I just feel like that's overrated. In my opinion. In my opinion, the nigga hitting on me. Meanwhile, the nigga putting his hands on me. And I gotta split the bill for everything. He can't even pay for the food. Girl, please. And then I got 3 kids around here. She got 3 kids and dogs and cats and goats and stuff all over there. They had over there on the show. Oh, Denise. Denise's estranged husband also wants the court to confirm some property he says belongs to him, namely power tools, a 2018 Indian Dark Horse motorcycle, and a Ford Shelby GT500. The estranged couple got hitched September 8, 2018, and it's the second divorce for Denise. She previously divorced Charlie Sheen, and Aaron previously divorced Nicolette Sheridan. What kind of food they eat? Slim, that DoorDash and stuff cost a lot. I thought he had a holistic office. Brianna, he did have that. But didn't he do some type of combat, like some type of defensive training? I believe that he did some type of defensive training too. The family lives in her Malibu house. And his family lives in her Malibu house. Oh, girl, no, girl. I don't believe in that. Split the bill. He pays nothing. That's what I'm saying. He can't even pay for the food. That's why I believe. See, Cheryl Underwood said that the girls got the game messed up, right? Cheryl Underwood said if you got make more money than your man, you still let the man pay the bills. Y'all live off of his money. With her money, she just gonna buy the nigga sweaters and shit. You know what I'm saying? But to be splitting the bill for everything, girl, no. Girl, no. Baby, the big dick is overrated, y'all. Oh, girl, that is why she didn't want that story to come out. And that's what I'm saying. You just never know what people going through because Queen Lisa was over there telling her girl the cover up is worse than the crime. Remember, Lisa was telling her that at the reunion. That was at the reunion that it was virtual, uh, and that was when Garcelle had raised her paddle and didn't pay when Kyle told her that. That was Denise's reunion that she had, her last reunion, and Lisa told her girl the cover up was worse than the crime. But see, girl, you don't know what she was going through at home. Y'all didn't know what she was going through at home. So it was giving holistic skin and it was a scam. But boy, this is not about Garcelle. Laura B, what you talking about? I'm just trying to get y'all to remember the reunion. 2020, right, Slim? It was the 2020 reunion. Was it 20? It probably was 2020. 2020. It was 2020 before 2021. Yes. Amy J, I bet he was beating her for a while. You know, it didn't start the last two. It didn't start the last 2 weeks of the marriage because the Stay Fly. They said that she said that he had the black eye was from 2022. Child, LOL. Denise looked rough at that reunion. Penelope, she probably was up. You know, they probably was keeping her up. Like Taylor season 2 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But see, the girls knew that she was over there getting beat. Kimmy Faye. The girls knew she was over there being beat. Remember what Camille said? Because we don't say that he beats you and he does this to you and he does that to you. And now I said it. Remember Camille said that? They wanted Lisa Vanderpump wanted her to tell her that on the show. They wanted to put that on camera. And that man went over there and committed suicide. Good riddance. Good riddance. Girl, please. I remember that. Getting beat all night. He was doing light and sound therapy. Wasn't he aggressive to Erica? I don't remember him being aggressive to Erica. I remember Ken being aggressive to Erica Shaw. I remember Ken being aggressive. Was it Ken? No. I remember Ken being aggressive to Munchausen, Wausen. What's that? Yolanda with that badass refrigerator. He will be talking about Garcelle Paddle well into next year. Baby, that was iconic. She will always be remembered for that. Why now say something? Alexa, because the nigga he couldn't just be a man about it and go down and file the divorce paperwork. The nigga asking for spousal support. That's what I believe happened. Cause she ain't said nothing all this time. She probably wasn't gonna say nothing. But he went down there and said, I want spousal support. I want to be kept into the manner into which I have become accustomed to. And she said, oh no, nigga, please. Oh no, nigga, please. Denise kept saying that Erin had a big piece. Maybe her eye bumped into it and got black. Oh wow. Getting beat all night, right. Does he have any wealth? No, he ain't paying for nothing. You know he ain't got nothing. I'm not trying to be insensitive about how he left. But now he left, she was beaten. Yes, Alexa. Because we found out that when he left, he went and said that he wanted some of my money. He went and left and said that he wanted some of my money. But again, though, Alexa, she will have to prove in the court of law. This is why I'm saying you should always say something when it happened and come out because the pictures and stuff, when you don't tell when it happened, it's hard to keep. That's why you keep a receipt. But see, instead of the pots, she should have had cameras and stuff with the house of him doing it, but that wouldn't even work because they'll say, well, you still went back. They'll say you still went back. We seen Diddy beating Cassie on video, and we later found out that she was leaving the freak off, and they still say that she wanted it that day. She wanted it that day. California is a no-fault. What's good, Callie? I miss you. California is a no-fault state. He can still get alimony. The issue is separate. Did she call the police on him, Trey? I doubt it. Because he said that if he called the police on her, he'll unalive her and himself. This is why you keep a receipt. Be nice, baby. This is why you leave. The law's gonna have the receipt. This is why you leave. I'm calling the laws. Listen, I believe in calling the laws. Y'all can call it snitching. Y'all can call it whatever you want to. But if I have to get this man up off of me and send him to the upper room, I want the laws to know what had been happening before. It would be hard pressed for a judge to order alimony for an abuser. You never know. That's LA, baby. That's the Los Angeles County Superior Court, baby. She couldn't wire the house because he was paranoid and would beat her. But the plants was wired. Some plants that he bought was wired. Denise moved out of the home she wanted in the Charlie Sheen divorce. Aaron's parents moved in. EAC Bunny, girl, that don't make no sense to me. Well, it do make sense now. Because we can say what we won't do, but he probably be there into saying, yeah. I don't believe Denise. She lied about getting eaten out by Brandy. What else she lied about? Jerry Ido, but I want you, my brother, to understand. Could you understand why she lied about it? Could you understand why she lied about it? Unfortunately, the D was all he had to offer. That's why she kept bragging about it, girl. Y'all gotta remember that Denise Richards is old school. She come from the old fertility, white, soft, sensitive, poor little 10-10. We have no tool. Her eye, he blacks her eye. This is to keep her money. Yeah, we have no proof he blacks her eye. You're right. We got proof that the eye is black though. But how is he going to explain the black eye though? How could he explain this eye? What is going on? His family lives in her homes. And MJ, he probably, I don't believe in that. Before that house to be for my kids. That house to be for my kids. Anything that I got from my ex-husband would be it would be for me and my kids. And no, your mama and daddy can't go live in there. Where the fuck would they been living there all this time? Some of y'all need to read about the abuse cycle. Cassie was not running from a freak out. She was fully clothed. And if you watch the whole video, you can see that she's trying to get his phone back from her. He was still dead wrong either way. Cassie was running from a freak out. She was fully clothed because Diddy was in another room. She had it was a freak out going on in the room, and she was trying to get away. You want her to run down the hallway butt naked? Remember Charlie Sheen used to whoop on her all the time? Everybody knew that. Be nice, I didn't know that. I don't know. I don't really know. Honestly and truthfully, I'm being honest with y'all. I don't know nothing about Wild Things. My first time seeing Denise was on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Just like most of y'all, first time was seeing Garcelle was on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. My first time seeing Denise is on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And don't get to telling me that Garcelle is a legend. And some people, despite what y'all think, some people first time seeing Garcelle was on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But that's what it is for me with Denise. That was my first time ever. I never seen Wild Things or nothing like that before. Oh, yes. Did you watch Denise and her Wild Thing? I watched I was listening to the first episode. She rented 3 apartments because his parents moved in. No. No. Hopefully he didn't get the special needs daughter. Cece did not have any shoes she was running for her. What? I completely believe her. We heard how he talked to her on the show, right? Even her new show, he was a creep. See, Summer Sunshine, he was in a new show. See. Didn't you see her in Undercover Brother? I didn't. What? I don't. I'm being honest. I didn't know who she was. I honestly didn't know who she was. Baby, y'all can tell me she was that girl. I hear what y'all saying. I'm not denying that she wasn't that girl back in the day. I just didn't know her. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm just being honest. Aaron played the long game. He always was going to leave with the money, not mine. Just like she saw him banner over the balcony, the man in the freak off would have been on that stand if that was the case. I knew Denise was from Starship Trooper only. And see, if Denise would have played the game, girl, I feel bad for her though, y'all. My heart goes out to her. I feel bad that those photos, because the photos are out and those photos are gonna live forever. Those photos are gonna live forever. You watched Undercover Brother and knew her as the White She Devil. I don't think I saw Undercover Brother One Tall Girl. Is that with Eddie? What is his name? Eddie Griffin. I don't think I saw that. Back in 2000, Charlie chased her out their home with a gun on Christmas. Oh no, baby. There's another abused housewife on Real Housewives of Orange County. Gina, her husband beat her so bad that she was running down the street to the neighbors. Mm-mm. When Denise was in her prime, I thought that she was the baddest white woman walking. Denise J, really? Did she? You know, she posed for Playboy. I don't think that she spread eagle though, but she posed for Playboy. Who is Gina? That's sad. Her eye look crazy. It does. What did Aaron do for a living to be in a position to marry a Hollywood baddie? Johnny's Angel. I guess he was just well endowed. She was a Bond girl. Oh, so she has a resume. So they hired some real. They hired a real actress on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay, I didn't know that. Yes, in the '80s, she was that girl. See, I was born in '88, so I don't know. I was born in '88. She was before my time. I'm just, I'm just saying she was before my time. I'm not putting nothing, I'm just saying. Aaron was Denise's neighbor before marrying her. He was married to Nicolette Sheridan, her best friend. That was her best friend? She shouldn't have been hunting around for Big D. Oh, you mean 90s. She fell off. That's how he got her. Wow. Watch the 6 or 7 episode when they were playing tennis. You would see what he was working with down there. Shayna, of what season? Of what? Of what? I always thought Denise was in a D relationship. I felt like it was pretty obvious. He was super great. Yeah, he was really aggressive. Yes, Denise Richards was working actress in the '90s and 2000. Aaron is cute with his thin lips. Girl, Lisa Rinna was a real actress at one point. Denise was definitely the hot white girl back in the day. It was her friend's husband then. You know what, Slim? I do think Charlie Sheen ruined her image. I do think I remember Slim when Denise joined the show that it was some type of musical chairs or something going on with the husbands at Bravo show. Now that y'all say that, I do believe Bravo doing something real funny to say that this person was married to this person or something like that. Mm. I think Denise was high, fell down and bumped her. Oh, child. Aaron was just always abusive. I think they hire known girls for I think they hire known girls for housewives. She was on she was a big model in the '80s and switched to acting in the '90s. Denise needs to send his family on vacation and move out those houses. They would have never been in the house. They would have never been in the house. But y'all, I'm about to go. I gotta get ready to go on Patreon. Denise needs to send his family. That's why Brandy was eating box if she doesn't like home breakfast. Then why was Brandy eating her box if she doesn't like home breakfast? Harry, see, that's what it was, Johnny's Angel. Harry Hamlin's Lisa husband was married to Nicolette as well. So Nicolette done been ran through. Because she was over there with Flavor Flav. And you know, if she was over there with Flavor Flav after New York and Delicious, baby, they don't would girl. Charlie wanted 3 ways while she was pregnant. When she refused, he used to beat her. 3 ways with another man? The H.C. Bunny? Nicolette get around? Yes, Heather Lockley and Denise's good friend, and then started dating Charlie Sheen too. Girl, I'd have stumped her. Nicolette was that girl. Hold on, I got a clip of Nicolette. Let me think. I'm sure I got a clip of her somewhere when she was on VH1. She was laughing or something. Aaron was tired of the spread eagle photo shoots of OnlyFans. Child, Nicolette Sheridan dated Flavor Flav. Wasn't Nicolette Sheridan married to Flavor? Oh, that was Bridget Nielsen. Okay, I'm sorry, Johnny's Angel. Okay, I'm sorry. It was Bridget. Right, it was Bridget. What's the address to where you were going? Who? That's what you told Aaron people? Aaron was tired of the spread eagle photo shoots. Was she spreading eagle over there on OnlyFans? Ain't no shame. I guess you gotta pay the bills. That's not her. Nicolette was the blonde on Desperate Housewives. Charlie and Denise's youngest child is a Bible thumper. The eldest daughter is on OnlyFans. Wow. What about the middle daughter? Child. Surprised Nicolette was married to him. Child. I'm surprised too. But y'all, that's all I got right now. Um, I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep my ear to the ground and see what's going on with the story. I can't believe that he came out here. I listen. I definitely believe that he did this to Denise. I definitely believe that he did this to Denise. I definitely believe that he did it to her, but he denying it. Again, even if it was a video, he would probably still deny it. But the thing is, what I find interesting is that he made a statement to TMZ and didn't explain why how she got this black eye. If this was your wife and she all of a sudden had this black eye and you didn't do it to her, then you should be able to explain what happened to the eye. Was she skinned? What happened? He did that. He did that, and I believe y'all know he did it. But y'all, thank y'all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see y'all a little bit later. Adios.
Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it.